So if you're scoring at home, it's not hard to be LeBron James, but it is excessively hard to be Candace Owens. Hey, shout out to all of our subscribers and members here on the channel. My name is Reese Waters, and I'm troubled. Now, I know normally we go with T.O. when we're addressing Candace Owens, but I wanted to give a shout out to the great Randy Moss, wishing you a very speedy recovery. Now to the reasons why I'm troubled. It seems that one of y'all done slipped up and sent a cookout invitation to Candace Owens.
She's never coming to the cookout. I don't want to go to the cookout.
Now you will be found out and you will be dealt with accordingly. I'm thinking something along the lines of a 10-year ban. I mean, I don't even have to go back in the past for the reason this was a terrible idea. I could stay at this same interview.
So first off, I actually agree in a way with the idea that people should not be speaking in a way that doesn't reflect how they're living. And that's actually one of my biggest gripes with the Black community. That's one of my biggest gripes with people like T.I., with rappers, with people like LeBron James. What do you mean? And what I mean is that they're saying stuff that does not actually reflect the reality that they're living in, because they feel that in order to be accepted into culture, they have to pretend. And I'm not saying, I'm speaking specifically here, like, you know, when LeBron James tweets something like, "We can't go outside," you know, like following the shooting, I don't remember what shooting it was, but he tweeted like, "We can't even go for a jog." I think it might have been a mob robbery. Right. And I look at that tweet and I say, who are you tweeting this for? Because you live in a $100 million house. You don't even touch your own door handles. You haven't for a very long time. Actually, the majority of your life.
But he's still part of the collective
we. But that is the problem.
No, I got this. I got this one. Now, this is a trick that they love to employ. So if you're following Candace, I don't like people speaking about realities that they're not actively living in. Doesn't matter that you came from that reality. That's not your present reality. So because it's not your present reality, you can't speak on it, which means the only people who can speak on it are the people that are currently living in that reality, and you can't wait to not listen to any of them ever. See, that's your problem, is you got a victim mentality. Maybe if you weren't focused on the problems that are afflicting your community, you could put one foot in front of the other and you could get yourself up out the hood. All right, now I'm out the hood. So I want to talk about the situation and the circumstances. No. That's not what you're living in right now. If you're not going to talk about that gated community that you're in right now, I don't want to hear it. Oh, y'all think y'all are so slick with that one. So I'm trying to figure out which part of Donald Trump's reality reflect working class white men without a college degree's reality, because he certainly had a lot to speak on that really moved them, right? In fact, if we're addressing current realities, why are you discussing Black people or the Black community at all?
But he's still part of the collective
but
we.
That is the problem, right? So the problem,
he's still a Black man.
But he is a Black man, right? But we are not collectively all living the same experience and having the same experience. So what he does is he plays a part, right? What I appreciate are people who are honest about their circumstances. So I don't fault someone who believes that this is what they're seeing, they're living on the block, blah, blah, blah. Then they get a job and things are changing for them. And now they're making tons of money. For whatever reason, they become successful and now they're a billionaire, right?
Right.
And you evolve through those experiences, obviously. You evolve those. But if you're still playing the part like that, then to me, that's performative, right?
Oh, yeah, you evolve. And by evolve, we mean forget. So we're at a point in our history where, at least according to Candace Owens, we actually value the people who are able to trump their circumstances that they're born in completely forgetting and ignoring those circumstances and what it was like for kids like them. Now, in another time and place, and I would say a better time and place, you would actually look at that as a virtue to the people that remember what it was like and do what they can to make life better for people that are coming up like they are, but not America 2024. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Candace Owens has had any evidence that she's ever grown up at all or anything that happened before she found the Republican Party completely scrubbed from the internet.
Because what happens along that way necessarily, once you become more successful, is you learn how things work at the top. And now you're looking from a different angle, and you should want to tell the Black community truth about why things are the way they are.
Yes, you want to tell them the truth about why they. Oh wait, that's what he was doing, telling them. Oh no, we gonna have to get that deleted. Yeah, she definitely ain't mean to say that.
That person is someone that I admire, and it makes me feel better when I hear them speak up for their community still. When I see them in doing what's right for our community, even if it is something just speaking out for a tweet or say, because as the collective, we, regardless of how much money you make, regardless of where your financial status is or whatever address you now currently have, you're still a Black man in America, which is a very difficult thing to be.
It's not a difficult thing to be LeBron James, and there's no way
What do you
are going to
mean?
convince me that this man is living a difficult life.
Yes. I remember being offered LeBron James' life upon birth, and I said, no, that is far too easy. Give me the advanced track, the Reese Waters track. Lord knows I'm not ready for the Candace Owens track, because that one, your life is hard mode.
All right, I don't think I have done a live on Twitter or live on X rather in such a long time that you obviously have to know that this is something that is really upsetting me for me to be able to jump on here. I think I have, when I say tried to take the high road over the last couple of months to the point that it has given me a nosebleed, I have like nothing left here, and there is so much that I would like to say, and there is so much that I am fighting for my right to say, but today I just feel like we crossed into another territory. Everyone can see what's happening. Everyone can at first see the public attacks on me.
So if you're scoring at home, it's not hard to be LeBron James, but it is excessively hard to be Candace Owens, and they're the ones that are always looking at liberals and progressives and saying they have a victim mentality. Can't make this up.
You don't think LeBron he doesn't still face the struggles of a Black man?
Nope, he does not. Nope.
So what, is he living his life as a white man?
I want to be clear. He's living his life as a wealthy man. Okay.
Just because wealth doesn't stop you from being Black.
It doesn't stop you from being Black, but it does stop you from pretending that you're struggling.
Yes. The pretending that he's struggling. That is one thing that I've gotten from LeBron James's social media, is him pretending that he's struggling. I remember when LeBron did that GoFundMe in order to get movers to move him down to Miami. I threw $4 on that thing. I didn't have the whole $5. I gave him $4 though. I remember LeBron standing in the median on a corner of 14th and Florida trying to get some pants to go with his jersey. They had a game against the Wizards that night, and all he had was a jersey. If he didn't fill up his cup, he was going to play that game in a Cavs jersey, jeans, and Timbs. Ironically, right now is the one time he actually could pretend like he's struggling. I seen them Lakers box scores.
If LeBron was talking about, these wick stamps is kicking my ass, but to say, yo, I saw a Black man get murdered or whatever, and I'm speaking out as the collective we, that lets me know that he's in touch. He cares.
No, that's him performing to make you think that he's in touch, but he's not.
Okay, so what is the line between empathy and performing? Just whatever you decide. Just whatever Candace Owens decides is the line between empathy and performing. Got it.
The more successful you become, actually, your perspective changes and you start to understand how things are operating at the top and how they're intentionally keeping people at the bottom with low information, keeping them emotional, reactive, and not allowing them to actually break out from where they are.
Yes. What constitutes low information? What constitutes just whatever Candace Owens says is low information? That's what constitutes it. I would say low information is a 20-part series on Kamala Harris's ethnicity when she's running against a man with discrimination lawsuits. I would call that low information. I'm pretty sure low information is the transcript of your testimony in front of Congress.
I've been to Cleveland with LeBron and community events, know the amount of money that he gives back, seen the schools.
I didn't say he doesn't give back money.
But so none of that is performative.
Hey, don't tempt her with a good lie, Nick Cannon. Don't tempt her with a good lie. I can tell you this, man, his commitment to that performance is unbelievable. I mean, this man done opened up a whole school, be showing up to the school and everything. Performative. No, because this is the long con. This the long con. Just wait till graduation. I bet you he don't sign them diplomas.
Not only is he literally changing lives in disenfranchised communities, which probably more than most entertainers and athletes that I've ever seen, because I've witnessed it firsthand. I would also say what he represents to the Black community. I give that to him. I give that to Barack Obama. A few Denzel Washington. These are Black men that at every aspect of their career and their walk of life, you can look at them like, I'm proud of that.
So I would put Denzel Washington in a totally different ballpark than LeBron James and Barack Obama, because you are not going to see Denzel Washington up here telling Black people, or inspiring Black people to riot, or like,
LeBron James never inspired nobody to riot.
But apparently Barack Obama has. Yeah, apparently Barack Obama has. I think when those kids were raiding the Saks Fifth Avenue and the smash and grab, they were looking for change. Yeah, they were looking for change because they saw the Barack Obama said change on it. And they said, I want some change. And then they did the smash and grab. Is that what we going with? I remember my first riot. I was getting my jacket on and my mama said, don't you go out there. You cannot riot. And I looked her right in her eyes. I said, yes, we can.
I'm not saying that LeBron James does not dedicate a lot of money to giving back to the Black community.
And time and effort.
And yes, but that effort, and I've talked about this on my show, would be better spent. And this could really, to your point, be because he doesn't understand or know or recognize this, because recently it was reported that I think it's the majority of the kids at the school, he like very kindly and out of his heart, it was a very good-natured thing to do, he opened the school in Cleveland. That's what you're referring to.
Yeah.
And then it was reported that the majority of those kids were failing out of the school.
I didn't know this.
Yes.
I didn't hear this.
And I think it was in mathematics.
Is that true, though?
I covered it on my show. It's true.
Okay, now what's important to note here? I actually went and in fact looked this up. This has to do with some math tests, I believe, that were taken by the 8th grade students at the IPromise school. Now, as far as the conversation that we're having right now about LeBron James and his authenticity and whether or not it's performative, the relevance of bringing that up, unless that was just something that you wanted to say in order to move the goalposts in an argument that was going badly for you. I would also like to assert that we don't necessarily have any tests of how these kids were doing before they came into this school, or any context to how 8th graders that are not in the IPromise school are doing. You would need that in order for this to be at all relevant or significant. But then again, if your point was just an opportunity to call Black kids dumb, well, then you could just throw it out there then. You go ahead and go with it. If that's what it was, oh yeah, you good.
I am not sure how we structured the school.
Oh, okay.
But there's a lesson that I'm saying this because it actually,
Because to me, that's the greater issue of just.
So
that's not
what
LeBron's fault.
the lesson in this is that throwing money at a cause does not fix an issue. Okay.
So the lesson is throwing money at a cause is not the answer. But we started with him just communicating his opinion was not the answer, which is what you do. So apparently the only answer is be Candace Owens. That appears to be the only answer. I got it. You need to take whatever steps necessary in order to extricate yourself from your environment and then completely turn your back. That's what I got. That's what I said. Be Candace Owens.
What should happen, because he has a good heart, is that he should want to assess why that's happening, right? And he should maybe realize that what I've been saying about this school as soon as he started it, I said these kids are going to fail because the issue is not just that they don't have money in an open school. There's other issues that are happening. And this gets into what you and I were talking about the breakdown of Black families. It also gets into what we were talking about this public school system and intentionally trying to produce kids that are dumber and dumber. It also gets into what I talk about, which is kids looking up and idolizing. If you ask Black kids, who's your idol? A Black kid will usually tell you LeBron James. Maybe we'll give you an artist, maybe a rapper or someone. Here's the reality. If you're a Black kid right now listening to this, Black boy especially, listening to this, you have effectively a 0% chance of being the next LeBron James. Now, I know that's hurt speech. Some people are very hurt.
Speech, that's facts.
Okay, but typically all of the things I say are facts, and people get hurt. Well, yes, because Black moms invest so much money into their kids. They all think their kid's going to be the next LeBron James, but the reality is you have effectively a 0% chance of being the next LeBron James. You have a 100% chance of being the next doctor, of being the next lawyer if you stay in school.
Yeah, she followed most of the things I say are facts. With you have a 100% chance with being the next doctor or lawyer if you stay in school. Yeah, those are two things that followed each other right out of her mouth. And immediately before that, talking about how schools were effectively trying to make kids dumber and dumber. No correlation between the school that they're staying in that gives them a 100% chance to be the next doctor or lawyer and it trying to make kids dumber and dumber. I would also like to, at this point, just present the simple cause and effect that if you believe that they have a 0% chance to be the next LeBron James, but they have, let's say, a much greater chance, maybe not 100. Let's say they have a much greater chance to be the next doctor or lawyer. That would probably be an opportunity for you to start a school. Yeah. That's the kind of environment where it'd probably be effective to start a school. The thing that he did. Yeah.
And this gets into why people just cannot process reality.
Right.
This does not make LeBron James a bad person. He's not a bad person, He's a tremendously talented person. He's genetically gifted.
Oh, she went with genetically gifted. Oh, I love it. She went with genetically gifted. Okay, let me ask you, what is Donald Trump? LeBron is genetically gifted, so I'm trying to figure out what is Donald Trump? Huh? Because his genetics are responsible for him landing in a situation where he had inherited an amount of money that would be greater than what he has now had he simply invested in it. So what exactly, and this is the man you want to run the whole free world. Trying to figure out because they want to slap us down with genetically gifted. So I'm just trying to figure out. With the gifts. I'm just trying to figure out the realm of the gifts.
But we're not going to fix the schools because we're going to worship him like a king. He's not a king, okay? He's a person who did. He is not a king.
King James.
He is not a king. And we're going to get real crazy here. Beyonce is not a queen. Oh!
Yo, you wildin'.
Wildin'.
Oh no, Beyonce's not a queen. But you know who is royalty?
I mean, I was early on this. When Meghan and Harry were still in the royal family and living at Frogmore, I wrote an open statement on Twitter, which you can go back and look, that she was going to end up back in the United States and in Los Angeles because I just saw her coming. She's a D-list actress, and all she's ever wanted to do was be invited to A-list events.
But you had something to say about that too, didn't you? Of course you did. You are very consistent. I will give you that. I will give you that.
Picking on her.
I'm not picking on her. I think she's picking on me. Did you see the basketball court photo, or when she got into the plane and posted it with her assless chaps? She's picking on me.
Picking on you.
Yeah,
because her ass is out. That's picking on you.
basketball game. People take their kids, their young sons, and she gets up there with assless chaps. Who is the victim? Me or Lizzo?
She's being mean to Lizzo. She's dissing Beyonce. She's talking shit about T.I. and LeBron. Like, that's what they're going to get from
I
this.
did not diss Beyonce. I just said the Hive better leave me alone.
Hey, Hive. Yeah, y'all. Hey, handle that. Handle that. Yeah. I didn't see nothing. No, I didn't see nothing. Let them fight. Let them fight.
We're going to go back to the LeBron thing. The fact that a single parent household produced that level of greatness, and he is still with his wife, who then they birthed children, and now that's his teammate. His oldest son is his teammate. I've never seen a better example of a black father than LeBron James.
Well, first and foremost, I love those elements of LeBron James.
Okay, but that's what we should be talking about.
But you
Not
have
the kids fell in the third grade at his school.
I want to be very clear. I love his relationship that he married his high school sweetheart.
Yes.
That they have a family, a 2-parent household. That's why I'm saying once you get to these things, you got to start talking about those things that are actually that are making your life good, and not lean into a stereotype.
So to
because
your point,
you feel like you have to. That is my point. That's why I say how you are living. Speak on that.
Yes.
How is LeBron living?
Let's take a look at LeBron James' social media. Does Bronny ever appear on his social media? Any of his other kids ever appear on the social media? Huh? Does his wife ever appear on the social media? Any of the kids? Like any shots of the whole family celebrating together on the social media? But yet you went and scrolled his entire timeline to find stuff that incited riots. Boy, I liked it better. I liked it better when she was covering for her anti-blackness better than this. Because this is not, this is like Willie Mays stumbling around with the Mets. This is not her best work. She's done far better than this. This is really poorly hidden. I mean, this like me playing hide and seek with my 3-year-old. Like, I'm not even real. Like, I just kind of like fall back behind the couch. Ain't no real effort being put in hiding this anti-blackness at all.
Look, Candace, what I was trying to do, which we are doing, I guess. This was supposed to be about education and uplifting of the black community. But now you done diss LeBron.
No!
You done diss Lizzo. You done diss Beyonce.
They're going to say, she's never coming to the cookout. I don't want to go to the cookout.
You better come strapped to the cookout.
That much is clear. Oh, that much is clear. And on that point, we can all agree. I have found some common ground. It took quite some time, but I, for one, am grateful. But I'm still looking for whoever sent that invitation. Nah, because you tried it. You ain't gonna slide.